Hi everybody, my name is Ivica. Thank you so much for being on my latest Let's Play video, this time of a game called Shaiya Legends. And this is me entering the game's server, so it's a massive online multiplayer role-playing game. As you can see, it features two factions, not fractions, two factions, which is the Alliance of Light and the Union of Fury, set in a kind of a macabre, dark world of fantasy, high fantasy, that's going to be pretty much familiar to anybody who played these kinds of games. Not just games, but also read literature and everything else. So this is once I made my initial choice to choose the faction of Fury, this is the character creation screen. This is the point that first pretty clearly shows you how complex this game really is. So it's a free game, you can find it online, it's a client actually that you can download. There are links, the single link is in the description below, and from there you basically make your account, set up the client and start playing just as I'm doing here. So I got my character, I chose it, I named it really creatively Ivica, that's my name, and this is me in the world of the game. With the game character set, I can begin the actual gameplay and enter the world of the entire game. So this is my first location. As you can see, the graphics are pretty cool. You can use both your keyboard commands and your mouse click as a single click, similar to, let's say, Diablo or some other mouse-based hack and slash game. Already you can tell that the game is big, the game is complex, it has a super high number of different RPG elements. So once I entered or left the first room, I appeared in the main settlement or the main town of the game. Honestly, it took me some time to figure out where am I actually located and what's going on. You can see different beasts here, they're probably used for transport, and also a lot of different merchants, traders, everything and anything you need or know in RPG games. So this is my inventory screen where I can trade. You can see I have 1,000 gold pieces, but I cannot buy this particular item from this trader. However, the actual trading and everything else is super familiar to all RPG players. I'm continuing my exploration here. The thing that I mentioned about the camera, about the movement, is actually pretty tied in with the camera. So the camera is placed on the back of my character's on my character's back. So it's fixed. That's the first kind of an issue I have with the game, because clearly a lot of effort went into the environment, into the setting and everything else, but you still can only see it from this particular perspective. This is my second trader where I want to buy some weapons. You know how it is in RPGs, you need to buy weapons, just like in cartel land where weapons are so important. But yeah, let's not make the comparison between RPG games and Mexican drug cartels. Still, I buy my axe here, but as you can see on the info screen in the left side corner of the UI, I still cannot equip it. So this is another staple of RPGs which is also present in this game as well, the fact that you have to have stats which allow you to use different kind of gear, like weapons or armor or everything else. At this point, I'm basically trying to find my way out into the open world, and this is a Bloodesian square. Not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, but I'm pretty sure I'm not. This is my skill tree that I only glanced shortly. Gift box, of course, this game provides many opportunities to interact with other players that I haven't explored at all. And another thing that's kind of confusing for me is the abundance of NPCs. So you have your guards, your traders, and everybody else who's in the city, which is really cool because it gives it that living place, living space vibe. But still, it kind of adds to the difficulty of learning actually how to play it. So that's another thing I wanted to mention. This game has a super hard, super steep learning curve. Here I have a portal similar to the one I already used, and I'm trying to use it here. This is another character which I can't talk to actually, and the portal is not working for me. So this is all somewhat confusing when you start to play the game, but the thing I really like about it is the fact that it was made for people who like complex and challenging RPGs. So in that sense it makes perfect sense, and it's kind of a smart move by the designers to make it like this. It's both bold, it's definitely something that's going to turn off some players from the game, but I'm thinking that most of them wouldn't stick around anyway, having in mind just how complex the game is. So here's another moment where I'm exploring and trying to figure out where am I and how can I move anywhere. And this begins a sequence of few minutes of me, Ivica, and my character Ivica being lost in this huge city or huge town. Now I'm trying to figure out the map, and this is the first moment where I actually do it and get a glimpse of the entire city. So the minimap is cool, but you have to open up the full map to know where the hell are you going or where are you located at. I finally got it, I have it, I have my direction, and I'm going there. So at this point where I have some slugging to do when it comes to marching and going further, I even experimented with trying to jump as a way of increasing speed or making the largest strides, but it doesn't work. That's also a smart decision to have by the game designers, otherwise everybody would be jumping and that's obnoxious. You can see at this point how useful those beasts of like dragons and everything we saw earlier would be if I could only mount them and ride them. If I was faster, that would make the whole experience a lot more streamlined. So it's definitely something that if I continue to play, I'd explore as soon as possible, because it basically improves the whole setup and vibe when you're playing it and you have your destination and you don't have to spend like 30 seconds to get there. You can speed it up with your beast, riding beast, that you can use for the same opportunity. Again, here you can tell how much visual effort, how much effort went into the visuals, the animations. If you look at the port, it's really nicely animated. The way the character, my Ivica guy, goes through it, it's all really cool because it looks nice and it feels adequate to the entire world. So now I'm in the wider environment finally, and at this point my mission is simple. I just want to find something or someone I can fight. And my time of being lost and moving around pointlessly is finally at an end. And I can see a light at the end of the tunnel, which in this case means finding out a way out of the gates and into the wilderness, where there are, as we know in all RPGs, creepy crawlers, wolves, pigs, rats, zombies, vampires, anything and everything that wants to kill you, and you have the opportunity to kill it as well. I have my big kind of mace thing and I'm ready to use it. So immediately I'm close to another settlement, but I'm deciding to avoid it. So I'm continuing I'm avoiding the next settlement and entering into something that's called a will. And finally, there are my enemies. There are those who want me dead. And I'm ready to fight, ready to attack, ready to kill. So check this out. Kablamo. That's it. I'm dead. That's it. I died. They killed me immediately. So this alone should be a perfect example of just how demanding this game really is. I wasn't even sure I managed to make a first hit and I was dead. This is a game that you're gonna enjoy and love if you're a hardcore RPG, massive online multiplayer role-playing game fan. Otherwise, you probably don't have to do anything except look at the previous 10 minutes and figure out this isn't for you. So if you're really into RPGs, online RPGs, this game is for you. Check its link in the description below, download it, and until then, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you on my next video. Bye bye.